That was sweet. Pass 2 on the double-double.
You see how it's like I'm being smooth and it's wobbling all over the place. Welcome to day 3 at the track. So I've just finished my second night sleeping here. Now today is going to be qualifiers 2 and 3 and then 35 plus mains. That's the plan. Let's get out there and get at it.
Yes, enter the R, we're good to get to 30 seconds before it starts. Rampe-1 avant le départ. Donc en préparation, c'est la course numéro 12. Damien, Jérôme.
Alright, just finished qualification round 2, but I had issues with both my cars. I gotta talk to you about that. Okay, the EB48, I'll put in the clip, but I ejected a foam straight out of this tire. So on like lap 3, the foam shot right out, and so I had to run the whole race with no foam. So that was difficult, but I finished. Then I immediately had to go run my EB410, and on one of the early laps, maybe lap 2 or 3, I had a weird land on the pipe upside down, and I broke the shock stand. So Mark Sousa pulled me off, and I was done that race.
Donc, petite annonce, la cantine est maintenant ouverte. So the restaurant is now open.
Correct. Broke it. Well, so much for that.
So I also had my head cam running for that one because I had a feeling with how hard this track is and what I'm doing that I would end up breaking them. So I wanted to get some head cam footage just in case, worst case scenario, I may not get these to finish the whole event. So if I can't make the mains, I just wanted to have some running clips. So I think I've got the parts to fix them. I got to do a tire change, wheel and tire change on this guy, and I've got my shock stand off here to replace that. So I've got the parts to keep them going. Let's try it again. After I had broke my EB410, I went into Marshall, and I have to marshal the D main nitros. I got hit again. So I wasn't even on the track this time. I was 4 feet off of the track. Car comes jumping, veered off, swept my feet, got me again. Got me again, so I've had to do some emergency first aid here, clean up my wounds. So this is all like gravel rash of falling. Been having really bad luck with the marshalling, but I mean, I'm doing my best. I was looking, there was no one coming. I ran to go get the car. Someone must have been like in the valley of a jump or something. Came off, way off the track and swept me again.
Ronnie 2, Michel Bois 3, Nicolas, oh non, en ballon pour Ronnie.
35 plus, e-buggy, B-main, qualifier 3.
Alright, I finished my qualifier for the 35 plus e-buggy. It went actually very well. I got 3rd place, but I noticed a weird cogging problem, so let me show you what it was. It was giving me a weird cog on initial throttle input, so I figured, oh, that sounds like sensor problem, so I was looking at my sensor wire. It looks okay that side. There's the problem. So, BEGO Racing. To save the day. House brand sensor cable, nice and short. I'm gonna throw it in. We'll be ready to go for the mains. All right, my qualifiers for the day are done. We have some things to change and repairs to make, and I'll talk to you about that. Okay, on the EB48, it ran well. I changed the sensor wire, and then I had my run. Now, the other thing I did have to change that I didn't talk to you guys about was I lost 2 screws on my rear shock tower. It was really loose. I noticed it was pitched forward. My shock tower, it shouldn't be that far forward. And so looking underneath here, you can see that I'm missing 2 screws on either side. That's normally an M3x12 cap head, but the screws that it just goes through plastic diff case here, and that must be stripped out. So I think what I'm gonna do is I have 25mm screws and a bunch of different sizes. I did try a 16, and the 16 pulled right out. So this is now the second time trying to fix this. So I think I'm gonna put in a 20mm screw with a lock nut, because I can now just go, I can stick the end of the screw all the way through here and put a nut on it. Now for my EB410, it was an okay run, but I finally lost tractions. These tires are now so worn that if there's any kind of a skiff of dirt or dust on the track, they just push. There's no grip left. So I'm gonna have to change them, unless they blow the track off tomorrow, which they might, but I think I need to change tires, finally. Mostly fronts, I just have no steering. The rear still hooks up okay, the rear positrons, but the fronts need to be changed out. So that'll be for tomorrow. So what's left tonight is the 35 plus mains in the e-buggy. So I'm going to put those screws in, get that fixed, and then we'll go out for the mains. Repairs in progress. Okay, my idea for the screws, putting the screws on the nuts, did not work. So I was able to install 2 screws here, and I went for the 20mm ones. So they're sticking out here quite a bit, but I'm not sure if they'll actually hold. I can flex on this, and they don't seem to pull through, but the 16mm pulled right through in one run. This is now a 20mm. We'll see if it holds. There's not enough clearance. There's not enough clearance to add the little 5.5mm nut, so it's not going to work. Just going to have to hope it holds. One other thing is about racing, especially for this long, is how dirty everything gets. So I try and just crudely clean everything after each run, but after a couple of runs, you'll notice at the bottom of your chassis, especially here, it gets this like sticky goop on it. It's from the oil and rubber that gets picked up off the track, so it's good to wipe this off. It's it's pretty thick on there, and it does slow you down and try and clean the underside of your chassis. I'm using Lysol wipes. It seems to wipe this off better than Simple Green does. So that's the plan. Got to clean them up, because next up we're in the mains. Woo! All right, qualifications all done. Now we're on to the 35 plus mains. A little bit of shade for some socially distanced spectating. Back to the pits we go. Let's get ready for mains time. They also host a meal, a roast, pig roast. Looking good. Supper time.
And now I'm up in 35 plus e-buggy B main, starting in 4th position. So let's see how we do. This is a 10-minute main. I've never ran 10 minutes before. We'll have to see how that works out.
All my marshals on the track.
I'm being real conservative at the start to save my battery, because the last 10 minutes. There we go, starting 4th right in front of me.
Stéphane Morin, c'est au 6, 2, 1.
Woo.
Less than 5. Man! Très bon départ tout le monde. Toujours en tête de taille dans le haut, la coche au haut. Attention dans le double. Mon après les... Non, ben ouais. Hey! Baby! Attention mon char. Donc, après le premier tour, David Device qui vient de prendre le lead, suivi de Marc-Denis qui en 2e place. En 3e, John Kennedy Kern, Trépelard 9, Tommy Leblanc 10, Ronnie 11, Ray 12, oh, Amy Galanti, watch out on the boat. Il reste pas de 15 affaires, toujours dans les dérailles en tête. Puis le Marc-Denis, John Kennedy Turn, Marc-Denis 4, le 5, le 6, Paul Poulain 7, Cowboy en abandon, 8, Trépelard. On va prendre la 7e place devant. On a mis la main dans ce par-dessus, on a tentative à échouer. Très bien défendu de la part de Marc-Denis. Ça va d'abord, on est sur le mot, on a l'intérieur. Et non, Marc-Denis a réussi à garder sa première place. Il arrive d'abord dans le 2e. On est dans le plus pour le double. Watch your leader, watch your leader. Thank you guys, thank you. Maintenant, on est dans le plus pour le double. With the John Kennedy. Oh, John Kennedy take a mistake. David Device, 40 mètres, mais Marc-Denis qui arrive dans la première épingle pour ensuite amorcer le double.
Allez!
Oh, John Kennedy!
Oh! Pancake!
Third spot. Maintenant, Marc-Denis, oh, qui vont retourner sur la piste. Et oui, Nathalie Puis toujours en première place, notre leader, le body green, pink and blue. Notre leader dans le double. Watch it, double. Blue, watch it, double. Grade 10 running. Juste going 12. Attention, votre leader là-bas, le leader, le body pink, green and blue. Watch double, clean side. Ok, c'est clair. Attention, purple double. Watch your leader. Martin de Roule qui est en tête suivi de John Kennedy. Kennedy take the second spot. La devant la troisième, maintenant le numéro 4, numéro 45. Le Nathan 6. Ah, Mathieu, ça traque.
Inside where? I don't know where.
What you say? Inside.
All right, I got second. That was awesome. That was so awesome. I can't believe it. Wow, holy crap. Woo!
Welcome to the start of day 4. Third night sleeping in my car. It's gotten progressively more tolerable, but also progressively worse for getting actually good sleep. The 4th day here at BEGO Racing Quebec Classic 2020, and this is mains day. We did some of the 35 plus mains last night. I landed in top 2 in my B main, so that gives me a bump to the A. So I get to play in the A1, A2 for 35 plus e-buggy. I also get to run in the C main for e-buggy, and then I'm also in the A alley for 4-wheel drive 10th scale. That's a lot of racing throughout the day. I'm probably going to have to go buy another battery or borrow another battery because I'm not going to have enough time to run all those races and recharge everything in between and let things cool down, because you have to marshal really long nitro events in between as well. Anyway, I'm just getting my coffee going, and then we'll go and start this day.
I got second place in my 35 plus B main. So I got the bump to the A. So this is going to be A1. I'm just going to get the car powered on now. 4S power, ready to go. Let's see if we can do this A main. All right, here we go. 35 plus A1. Fastest, Steve Seguin.
Donc, numéro 3, c'était Yann Fortier. Okay, good. 5 seconds. Less than 3. C'est parti, donc numéro 8.
Oh, come on. Frig. Oh, I got held up. I think I got clipped right at the end there. Got held back by that wing hit. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is going to be my e-buggy main. The C main e-buggy race is up next. It's a 10-minute main, and then I have to marshal, and then immediately afterwards I get to do my A2 bump up for 35 plus e-buggy. So I got a spare battery here, so we're gonna run this, marshal, then run it again. It's gonna get really hot. 18 minutes run time. Here we go. E-buggy C main.
Good, fait que je vais nommer les marshals. Massimo, es-tu là? Good. Tommy, es-tu là?
Oh. That was sweet. Pass 2 on the double-double. Whoa, there's that servo problem just cropped up.
I'm sorry, John. Come on now.
Why are you sorry? Don't be sorry.
Minutes apart, you need to carry this plate. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. You jump apart.
Okay, this is the end. Finish it clean, John. Finish it clean. Nice. Oh, beautiful.
Gabriel, termine. Mathieu, termine.
Okay, this is a 35 plus e-buggy A2.
5.
Oh, really? Really? Wow. I've got my work cut out for me now.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa, traffic.
Donc, payez en taille, selon de 3 secondes, la préparation
Oh. Oh, there goes a tire. That was me. Oh, you can, yeah. Slightly worse driving experience now.
Après ça, c'est Marianne en 5e, Martin en 6, Phil en 7, Steph en 8, Lenny 9, Cook en 6, Paul en 5, and John Kennedy 30. 2 minutes to
I'm in
go.
last. Might as well try and go for the triple for the $100 now.
1 minute 30 à part.
Nope.
Après, il va reprendre la troisième. Donc, l'heure officielle, c'est André Presque qui se rend par la Quebec.
I shouldn't have tried, but I was already in last.
9, Paul 10, Bourbon 11, Darryl Gold, et John 13. 30 seconds left, il reste 31. Merci au petit trait. La personne est libérée au pic intérieur at the double active straight. Here.
Oh, there goes the lipo cutoff. Yeah. Or thermal. Cat! Let's pull it off. Yeah. Thank
Hey,
you.
come on, Marshall, please.
Double, triple double.
Thank you.
Hey!
Here's guy thermal. That's probably real hot. Let's go back to the pits and see how hot it is. All right. I am quite curious to see how hot this is. It's probably cooking. $174 on the motor, 180. Blinking green.
The EB48.3, so I ran 3 times this morning. 35 plus A1, E-Buggy C main, 35 plus A2. It was nuts. A lot of crazy stuff happened. The car is cooking hot. I'm pretty sure it thermaled. Either the motor or the AC. Probably the motor, because the motor had no fan on it. I also had another blowout. On my last A2 main, I blew out my foam on the track. I got head cam of it happening. So I was down to basically 3-wheel drive because it just started handling like crap once that happens. You blow out your foam. Because I was full pin on the straightaway. It was the last run. I didn't care if I broke it because it was the last run. So I was sending it. And then after I was down to last place, I decided, hey, I'll try and take the triple, because if you do the triple successfully, you win $100. I had to borrow one of my teammates' batteries, the SMC 90C Constant, because I ran 3 times, like run, Marshall, run, Marshall, run. You know, this one's a 50C, the Spectrum Smart. It felt like the exact same kind of punch out of this one that's a 90C, and this one was noticeably heavier. The car felt really lazy with this big battery in, and this one's probably you know, 100 grams or more lighter, I think. Yeah, it makes a difference. So don't go crazy big battery, because I didn't really like the weight of this unless you need the runtime. And also I started to have a weird glitching problem with the servo where it would get really twitchy. I'll show you. You see how it's like I'm being smooth and it's wobbling all over the place. So that was noticeable too. It's going crazy. I think it's like circuit board of the servo's gone bad, because I'm being smooth and it's wobbling all over. So it took one too many hits, because you can feel it. Also, you can see how it's, I think maybe the bushings or something blew out, because it's loose inside the servo, so everything's moving around inside. So actually it's probably not circuit board, it seems mechanical, because that whole thing is rocking back and forth. Anyway, yeah, probably because too many hard hits on the corner, and there's no saver. And then rest of the afternoon is the EB410.
10 scale 4-wheel drive buggy A main. Okay guys, let's go get this. This is an A main race. I'm starting in 11th. Should be fun. First practice lap. Also the first time trying the new clay compound space bars on the front. I actually have steering grip now. It's top 10. I am in top 10. Here we go. Let's see if I can move up or if I screw up.
5, 4. Et c'est parti, le A-main du buggy 4x1
Oh, turned in too much. That was sweet. That was the perfect way to do that on the corner. Sweeted that one. I think I'm at 8. Oh no! Don't lose a position. Come on, top 8 would be nice. Oh, that was risky. That was risky. That was dumb. Good no roll. I just rolled it. My wing is right torqued. Massive downforce. Lost some dust in there. I can definitely feel that extra downforce. I have like one wheel that's not rolling or something. I'm broken.
Final position, Brian first, Rapid third, McCoy fourth.
Oh, limping across the line. There you go. front shock standoff is broken. Shock standoff, I don't have one either. Okay, that was the four-wheel drive A main.
Guys, my racing is officially done. Finishing position, 10th scale, four-wheel drive with the EB410, 8th. 8 overall after a 4-day event, so I'm very happy with that. My goal with this was to be in top 10. Now I know some of the prior events that I've been to, I actually won them, but the competition is way higher at the Quebec Classic. It brings in professional drivers from all over and very fast people, so I'm very happy that I'm in the top 10. Finished 8th with the EB410. Not only finished 8th, but I limped it home because I broke. I had to limp it over the line. Now the right-hand side shock standoff snapped in half. That had happened on the left-hand side. I repaired it. I don't have any left. We were originally going to do 2 of these heats, but then time reasons, because the weather's starting to shift, they canceled my second A2. But I'm okay with an 8th position. It would have been nice to take a shot at podium, but because I broke, I would have had to try and find a part, which I don't think would have happened because most of the people here run 8th scale, not 10th scale. Alrighty guys, so that was my Quebec Classic 2020 race report. I'll check the results after the event and let you know where I stand. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe. If you want to talk to me, leave a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching.